Dealing with, we're going to be dealing with more geometric relationships. We're going to talk about flow proofs and paragraph proofs a bit. And we're going to be dealing with more of the angle portion, or using angles, as well as those lines. Okay, it'll kind of be trying to match up our flow proofs, our paragraph proofs, and our two-column proofs. We'll primarily do two-column proofs in here, but I want you to be introduced to a flow proof. This is a flow proof format right here. Okay? They give you A, B, C, D. You're supposed to match them up. But really what a flow proof does is it uses arrows and these little diagrams to show you how each statement and reason flows into us being able to say, make another statement or reason until we get to our final proven statement. Okay? So right now I want you to work with your groupies. Go ahead and complete number 1 there. It's on page 59 of your student journal. Okay, let's see what we got. First one here. AC equals AB plus AB. What do we have? Yes, Isaac? That is given. Good. Or letter B, if you want to think of it that way. Okay. This guy here, AB plus BC equals AC. Segment addition postulate, that is A. Okay. And how about AB plus AB equals AB plus BC? Carlo. Transitive, that is letter C. And Shelby, letter D.
The last one is subtraction property of equality.
Good. Letter D there. Okay. Very good. That is a flow proof. All right. Now we could break that into a two-column proof by actually making our statement and then giving our reason for each of these. Okay, but please note that before you can state this, you would want to state this. Okay? Before you could state this, you would have to state this. That's why they come before this in the flow proof. Okay? It just kind of shows the flow of it. All right, seems like you guys have it. Let's move on to the next one. Exploration 2, page 60 of your student journal. Off you go. Work with your groupies. Anna, fill it in.
Go, Maddie, go. Her hair What's the first one? Oh! I forgot to bring a pencil. Can I borrow your pencil?
I need the first one.
Oh, wow.
That was wonderful. That was.
My pencil.
Because you're just approachable.
Really? And I'm approachable.
Wow, dude, that's
Thank you.
Sophia needs to use the restroom.
Does she need to use that for him? Flush it. Oh, God. She's trying to drown her hands. She's having a secret funeral. Yeah. Well, not exactly burial, whereas
I told you.
flush it.
I told you
I mean,
to
it's a small thing.
Two.
Oh. Looks like we have 2 more.
What?
I told you.
No one wants to do the other 2, huh?
I guess. Well, I thought that.
I think B is transitive. Okay. We're correct so far. So it looks like we have 2 others. All right. Hey guys, commutative property of addition says if you add like 2 plus 3, it's the same thing as 3 plus 2. So which one of these is commutative? Drew? Very good. This is the commutative property of addition. You're taking 2 plus 1 and saying it's 1 plus 2. Okay? All right. So like when you commute from home to school, you're moving. All you're doing is moving these two things here. And which makes this one, what is that one? Angle addition postulate. All right. Okay, any questions on it? Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a look at, go ahead and turn your page 61 of your student journal. You can answer those questions on the bottom later if you want for review. Eyes and ears focused here. Bryn, Jeremiah, right up here. Flow proof, paragraph proof. Paragraph proof is where you're going to take your flow proof and you're going to write it in a paragraph format. You could say measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 3, or in a paragraph format you would say we are given that measure of angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 3. By the angle addition postulate, we could say angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to measure of angle EBA. Holy moly. Okay? You'd say by the substitution property of equality, measure of angle EBA is equal to measure of angle 2 plus angle 1. So really you're taking your statements and reasons and putting it into a format where you're using a paragraph. Okay? You're using sentences. It's easier to do that. It's easier to do that if you are a big-time English buff and you like that stuff. Okay? All right. Isaac and Carla, why don't you guys go outside? Okay? Theorem 2.4, congruent segments or supplements theorem. This on page 61. If two angles are supplementary to the same angle or congruent to angles, then they are congruent. Okay? Things that we've talked about a bit. Just to review, page 62, congruent complements theorem. If two angles are complementary to the same angle, then they're complementary to each other. So if 4 and 5 are complementary, and 5 and 6 are complementary, then 4 and 6 are complementary. Okay? Or excuse me, then 4 is congruent to 6. They're not complementary. They're congruent. Okay? So I think I may have said that wrong. If two complementary angles or if two angles are complementary to a third, then they're congruent. So since that is complementary to that is complementary to that, those two have to be equal. We've talked about linear pair and we've talked about vertical angles, but there's a review on them. Drew? Yeah, it's really, it does sound kind of like the transitive in a way. It's not exactly like that, but you're just switching things around like that. Okay, your homework today, your assignment, is page 63. You need to complete that flow proof, and then write that flow proof into a 2-column proof. So convert this, after you finish it, convert it into a 2-column proof. All right? Very good.